So, welcome to my first live stream. I will wait a few minutes until people have arrived. So, I will start soon. Okay, very good. I see the chat in my laptop, which is next to me, but I have to look away from the stream. So, well, it will be a little bit difficult to be able to read the chat properly. Let me just quickly adjust my settings on my laptop next to me. Okay, this should be alright. Just a quick question. Can you hear me? Can you hear the game? It would be very nice to have feedback on that. Because it would be very disappointing to start and just figuring out right in the middle of the game that everything is not correctly set up. So I'm just waiting a few moments now for the feedback to come back. And then I think I will start explaining the game a little bit and then jump right back in. What do you mean with blurry? Does it lagging a little bit? Okay. If it's continued to be blurry or something I can see what I can do, I hope my laptop is showing the stream side as well. Won't take any away too much of my bandwidth, but well, I think I explained the game for now. So, Risk of Rain is basically the following scenario. We were on board on a spaceship, on a cargo ship, and then a mysterious creature arrived and destroyed our ship, and we landed on a foreign planet, and all the crates of the cargo ship has been, well, spread all over the world also. So our mission is to get back to our destroyed ship and, well, let's get the hell out of this planet, as nearly everything here tries to kill us. And we will need the help of the cargo the ship hold, as we've got a lot of different power-ups in here, as you can see now. I will explain them as we go through the game, basically. And yes, we've got a lot of different monsters to battle, all with different abilities, and they can also come in a, well, let's say, hard mode with extra abilities. So, the game also has a co-op mode, which you can play up to 4 players. And we now start the game now, and the first step will be choose a character. In the drop pod that survived the crash were a bunch of different characters. I think I will go through them and just showing their abilities off. Well, not showing, but explaining their abilities a little bit. The commander is the first character you get. He can only shoot while he stands, like most of the characters. And he, well, basically has most firearm abilities, like the standard attack is a double tap, which shoots twice, full metal jacket for, well, piercing damage, and the tactical dive, which is very essential, where you can roll forward a little bit and be invincible during that time. and his not ultimate, but his last ability is, well, a massive damage burst he fires in the main direction. The Enforcer is not as mobile, but he has a shield that can protect him from damage completely from one side. The Bandit is more, well, let's say he can deal lots amount of damage, but he relies heavily on the smoke bomb to get out of trouble. As you notice, I speed things up a little bit as we want to begin soon. Then the Huntress, which I will choose for my first playthrough here, is very good at kiting, as she can fire as she moves and doesn't need to stand still. And yes, she's got a blink ability where she can teleport, a laser glaive which deals damage to multiple enemies, and a cluster bomb, which is basically an explosive arrow which deals damage to a larger group of enemies. Then we've got a melee character, Handy, which, well, can deal massive amounts of damage in close combat and heal himself with drones. The Engineer is more based around mines, turrets, and grenades, but, well, it's a little bit, he's a little bit more difficult to play with. The Miner is, well, much about dashing forward and doing melee attacks. While dashing, he cannot be hit. The Sniper, he's a very difficult character because, well, he shoots slowly, but when played correctly deals massive amount of damage. And yes, if the enemies get close, they have abilities to do so, he is very fragile. Then we have Acrid, which is another, well, more hybrid melee range character, but I play him mostly melee, who can deal lots of splash damage with his toxic abilities. Then the Mercenary, who is another melee character. He can deal lots of damage in close combat, but is also very fragile. And two new characters which I have not played yet, which I recently unlocked. The Loader, which seems to be like another melee character, and the Chef, which, well, let's say deadly cooking abilities. But yes, we will choose the normal Rainstorm difficulty, which is hard enough. I don't expect to complete the game on my first try. There are 6 different stages, and, well, in my test runs I've gotten to the 5th at max. And yes, the additional, let's say, options you have here, I only have unlocked 2 so far. I will leave out for now, as I will play the game standard for now. But yes, let's jump right in with the Huntress. And we are in the desolate forest. So as you can see here, our character is a little bit tiny, but it's good, so you are very, let's say, it's better to have a good overview over the surroundings. As you saw here, there were already enemies spawning, and this is a shrine where we can spend money and have a chance of getting an item. We are heavily in need of better items, and yes, if we don't get very good stuff, it's a very high probability of us dying. Also, you can see up in the top right corner is the main gimmick of the game. Well, or one of the main gimmicks. It's a difficulty meter. The game will get more difficult as the longer we take. Every 5 minutes, the difficulty of the game will increase. Currently it's set on very easy mode, which will go up step by step until the game basically spam you with around with bosses and challenging enemies. So we got lens maker glasses, which give us the ability to have a chance to deal double damage. In every stage it's your goal to get to a teleporter, activate it, and then survive and kill all remaining enemies to advance to the next stage. Which sounds pretty basic, but it's not that easy, sadly. Right now it's pretty calm, but that will change, and we need to keep on going and find the damn teleporter. There are basically two different ways to beat the game. The first one is to take your time, let the difficulty rise up and farm up items as good as you can to be able to survive the game at its baddest stage. The other thing is try and rush through as fast as possible and don't let the difficulty meter rise up. For now, I will try to get a few items and then find and activate the teleporter. But we need more money, and therefore we need a few more enemies. What's that? Drop a poison trap at low health. Well, I don't intend to get into lower health range, but we must take what we get, and I missed that. Get up here. I think this time the teleporter is up way above us. As you can see, I'm leveling up quite quickly, but first that will change, and well, levels are good but not as essential as in other games. Missed that rope again. I think after each stage, or when I'm in a calm position, I will try to read the chat. But right now I must highly concentrate on the game. As one false step and you fall very quickly. So this is an imp shrine. It will spawn 5 little imps, and if you can kill them all in a certain amount of time, you get an item. And this red thing is a teleporter. Got the imps, and we've got the sticky bomb, which is a very helpful ability. Also, I will pick the soldiers for a syringe from these choices, as it increases our attack speed, and we need to be able to deal lots of damage. I would like to farm a little bit more money, as after each stage our money will be, well, converted into experience, so we can't take our money with us to the next stage, sadly. We have to farm up every time. Also, crates get drastically more expensive throughout the game. And the difficulty changed from very easy to easy. Ah. Come back, you little bugger. I think that wasn't in time. Well, let's talk a bit about the enemies. These here are, well, simple golems. They are pretty much harmless unless they get close. Which I intend not to let them do that. And these other thingies here are lizards, which are another basic enemy type and, well, not really that dangerous unless they have extra abilities like these colored ones. And I think I now activate the teleporter, and it will spawn a boss. That great giant jellyfish for this time. The Wandering Vagrant. It will shoot projectiles at us, but they are, well, they lock onto a position we stood on and then simply go there. So if we keep on moving, it won't be that much of a problem. And we've got, oh, a very good item. Thallium basically adds poison to our attacks, dealing damage and slowing enemies down. That's not a very good usable item. It's basically a teleporter. You can create a gate and you can teleport to that gate back again whenever you want. To survive a little bit longer, but I think we've got this. No problem here. Yeah, missed that shot. But as you see, I tend to get away from the enemies, as we are very good at range, but we are very fragile. There's also an item which can increase our health drastically over the time. It's called the Infusion. For each enemy we kill, we gain a little bit more health. And we've got the Ukulele, which adds an electric attack to our standard arrows. Monster Tooth, heal after kills, all very useful items. This is looking very good so far. Also, the soundtrack of this game is pretty amazing. I'm leaning to use a few tracks for my Reunion 2 pack. Just the remaining enemies to kill left, and then we will move on to the next stage. So far this is going very well. But we could have been a little bit faster. Up there's nothing. So, let's move on. Yes, I was hoping this level will appear. So I'm looking quickly at the chat. What we've got here, Arti, Proxima. Quite a bit of buffering and lag. Well, I can try pausing the stream on my laptop so it won't take up any more bandwidth, but I hope this won't pause the stream for my laptop at all, so I cannot exactly look at the chat. But, well, let's continue for now. I have some stream buffers every 5 seconds. Okay, the chat is still going, but I've now got my laptop on hold. So hopefully this will increase the quality. Okay. Got a chest down here. But first we need more money. These little pests are imps, which can teleport to our position, and so are very annoying to deal with. These enemies are also very unpleasant to deal with. They shoot quick projectiles and cannot be easily dodged. Also, these jellyfish are very annoying if they come in masses. Open these containers. I'd love to get some of these items. And here are the special enemies of this kind of stage. They are called parents. There are also childs, smaller version of them, but they only deal melee attacks, and if they don't get close, they are not much of a problem. Let's get this. Damage is looking very good. We're taking a little bit too much damage for my liking. I will quickly activate the teleporter and get on with it. Oh, and I found the hidden path to the artifact. Ah. Need to use my blinks there. Basically, that was a crack in the floor, which leads us to a hidden area in which an artifact is hidden. And this will activate another option for me to be choose at the start of the game. I will try and get that later, but first I need to survive this onslaught here. Also, a boss has appeared, but it's probably at the other side of the map. And it can stay there for now. I hope the stream quality has increased a little bit. Let's give it another try down here. Ah, I'm bad in jump and run. But it can also be that we need further ability provided by an item to get that. Some of these artifacts can only be obtained if you've got certain items like a jetpack or something that can unlocks your ability to double or triple jump. These stupid jellyfish. I think down here was a chest, as I recall. Yes. Another one of these. Not bad, but there are better items, let's say. And the difficulty is now on hard, which is making me nervous a little bit. The ability to shoot while moving is very, very helpful. You must remember that, yes, I think every other character can't attack while moving or has a melee attack for it. Let's go down here one more time. Ah, okay. I need to wait for my blink ability to come back up again for this. haven't got this artifact before, so it would be very good to get it here. But I think let's first concentrate on the enemies. The boss is basically not that hard. It shoots out these lasers from out of the ground, and you have to stand in between them or simply get away from the boss to be able to dodge them. I got hit there. Also, he spawns little wisps. That dealt quite a lot of damage. But I think if we just stay at range and fire from far back, we should be alright. The legendary spark. I don't remember exactly what this item does, to be honest. I think it has something to do with shot damage. But for now I will collect some more items. Golden gun is good. More gold, more damage. As the damage bonus you can see at the little bar left next to our character. If you can see it, as I said, the character model is not that big here. But as you already saw, it's quite a big advantage here to be able to see much. A tiny field of view would be... well, that was a choice. A tiny field of view would be devastating here, as you cannot see then where these jump pads will taking you. Okay, wait for the blink. Gah! Okay. I will try one more time and then I will move on, as this can get pretty boring very quick. Trying to acquire that thing. And also the difficulty meter moves up as we try. I will wait for a little bit more health. I think this should be enough. Okay. And the sound of doom. No, I had it. Okay, one more time. This was looking so good and I think I've got it now. My pride has gotten me. I want that thing. Two, one. Yes, perfect! Artifact of Spite, enabled in character select, good. Now we can simply drop down and move onto the teleporter. Well, this has cost a lot of time, but I've unlocked something in this run. But as a penalty, the difficulty is now set to very hard. After this stage I will look again how the stream quality is going. Also, for the ones that already have streamed on YouTube, can you pause the video in your... I think I will find out now, quickly looking at the chat. Well, Mobius knows, if you fall off the screen you are not dead. If you are dead, you are dead. The run is over. If you fall off the screen, you will simply receive a little bit of damage and be teleported to the start of the level. Let's see. I pause the stream here, and I hope this will increase the quality further. I don't see the screen rate. OBS should... Yes, it's still streaming good. And I hope this will increase the quality a little bit further. So, let's move on. Stage number 3, the Sunken Tombs. One of 2 different varieties of the third stage. And I think the more easier one, which is very good. Also, if this one comes to an end, for the next one I'm letting you choose the character I will play. Oh, this crap has a teleport ability. But it's still only a melee character. And that. And I already found the teleporter. This is very good. I think I will use my item here. Place a teleporter. And rapidly heal is outside of content. And the 56 leaf clover, which will enable normal enemies to drop items sometimes. This will be very helpful. Every item you can get is a blessing. Also, all items except the usable ones, you can only have one of those, stack. So you can have X thousands of one item, and it will become more and more effective over, not over time, but the more you have of those. Another crate, I want that. Let's get rid of you. Drop my mine at low health. Well, I don't really like the things which activate on low health, because I prefer not getting to that point. Besides, there's one item that's very good, where it stops time when you drop low health. There's another artifact down there, but I already got this one, so I'm not bothering to get to it. As we should move on, and another usable item. As the game gets harder, it will also randomly spawn bosses. So let's teleport back and activate the teleporter, as I'm really not intend the difficulty to get even higher. At least right now. These stupid imps. And the difficulty is now at insane level. You're probably wondering what will be the stages after this. The difficulty stages. Well, the names get creative, let's say. Right now they are, let's say, tame. Kite those scraps and Clayman. But I think they're looking more like ninjas. This is a nice area to stay and survive. So I have much room to escape. Also, what I really like in this game, if you lose, you always have the you always can blame yourself. You don't have the feeling the game screwed you over massively by not responding to your actions or something. Again, this stupid use item. I do not want this. Okay. I can exploit this, the position of those crabs, but this one has an ability to shoot missiles. I want to get hit by those. If you can exploit those things, you should do. The game is already difficult enough. Also, what's very handy is that the abilities have a very low cooldown across the board. Even your best ability has only maximum of 10 seconds cooldown on some characters. So you've got always something to do, always something to press. I'm not the very best at this game, but let's say I'm at least decent. Played it quite a few times and have also beaten the final boss a few times, but I did not finish the game plus. Basically the game restarts on higher difficulty when you beat the final boss. Oh, that's not good. Need to get away. Ah, the stupid imp. And you can believe me, right now the game is pretty tame. It gets way worse. Another monster tooth, good. Down here is the Colossus. Also spawns little golems up there. He's no problem for us, at least if he has no backup from ranged monsters. Can catch you in a corner. And the difficulty is now set to impossible. Oh yes, cheat death once. This is a very good item. Basically, if we die, we get back up again with a little bit of health and an infusion. That's what I was talking about earlier. If we kill an enemy or maximum health increase. We also got something to increase our regeneration, or standard regeneration, and I think the fungus increase our regeneration if we stand still. Okay, up here is another one. Should have placed the teleporter at the top. So we are right now losing additional time. The game is already impossible. Up there's an imp. Alright, back to the teleporter. Let's take a shortcut. Simply drop off the screen and we should be teleported, yes, back up to the start. There's also a drone to pick up. And onto the next level. Yeah, well, goodbye Proxima. Sadly, I don't think there's another thing I can do to, well, increase my situation here. I've already stopped both streams on YouTube, on my laptop and here, to get additional bandwidth for me. But, well, I think this is more of a YouTube thing. Well, at least I hope. But for the next time I will start by stopping those streams immediately. Well, let's move on with stage number 4. And it's the lava one, which is not the one I wanted to see actually, because there's a very annoying boss here. Stop and detonate 50% of your money. Can be useful, but right now I want my money. Okay, this is getting unpleasant here. Have to move on. I think here I want to get to the teleporter as quickly as possible, as I don't want that certain boss to show up too much. Oh, that's the item I wanted. There's a terminal. Yes, I think I remember what those terminals do. They will activate the artifact on this stage. Don't really know how to get through them. Yes, and if you activated all terminals, the artifact will spawn at that left podest. Also, there are bulls on this level which are charging you. Right now, no boss has spawned. It's another terminal. Maybe okay, you have to use explosives. Then I can try to get the artifact. This is a boss I don't like. And also a lot of bulls I don't like. Ugh. Why the boss is so annoying? He shoots at you across the whole map. And you have to keep constantly moving. But I think I will die here. Well, that was my extra life. You saw how fast you can die here. Let's activate our usable item, which is a jar which releases a ghost enemy for each enemy on the screen. It's very powerful. Let's try to get away. Stupid boss monster keeps firing at me. Need to get back some health. And we are at the I see you difficulty. The next one will be I'm coming for you, and the last one is simply ha 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 ha. These flying beasts are not that bad. I keep getting shot at by this stupid boss. I try to reach its position first. Okay, that's a very good item. I can use that ring of lightning. Getting back health slowly. I have to go the lower route, which I really don't like. Activate the jar again. Guy got hit by that stupid artillery. Okay, got those guys out of the way. Next one. Just keep dodging the artillery projectiles. We should be alright. I said after another one hit me. Okay, let's move upward. There is the stupid boss. Okay, let's do this. Out of the lava. Spawn the ghosts again. Get that chest up here. Also activate the terminal. I think we are on the near the max difficulty either way, so I will go for the terminals if I survive. And I died. Damn. Fell into the lava. But it was a good one. Yes, a stupid boss. Okay, we've killed 270 enemies, 3 bosses, got 30 items, level 14. Well, let's see if we can get further in the next one. And I've got this here. Can now look what the legendary spark does. 8% chance to smite enemies for 200% damage. Very good. So, back to the main menu. And well, I'm going through the characters once again, and you can type in the chat which one do you want to see next. As I said, the commander with ranged base shooting abilities, the enforcer which focus more on stationary combat and on well chosen positions, the bandit which deals heavy damage and relies on his smoke bomb to escape. We can play as the huntress again with moving fire, or we can use a melee class like the handy, which deals a lot of damage through punches and, well, has ability to fire drones, overclock himself. We can also play with the mercenary or the miner for another melee class. Well, and we've got Acrid if you want to poison the enemies. Also, we've got our collected artifact down here, Spite, which will enable enemies explode to death. And I've already collected the command artifact. Items are no longer random, and each time I pick up an item I can choose which one I want. And Enigma, use items have a random effect rather than a preset one. Use the bandit. Okay, we've got one vote for bandit. I will wait a few seconds more, and if nothing else come in, I try him. Well, I can go through his abilities a bit more in detail. His main attack is a blast. It fires more, or it fires as fast as you can pull the trigger, basically. The dynamite toss for AoE, you toss dynamite in an arc for a lot of damage. The smoke bomb, as I said, you turn invisible, not invincible, just invisible, and after 3 seconds or when you use another ability, you can stun enemies and deal a little bit of damage to them, and its most powerful ability is the lights out. You basically make a huge shot for 600% damage, and if you kill an enemy, all cooldowns are reset to 0. So you don't have a dash or teleport ability like the Commando or the Huntress. Don't have as much mobility. And yes, the smoke bomb is your only way to really get out, as you saw me using the blink ability of the Huntress quite often. But yes, I think then I will use the Bandit, and let's see if we get in some new areas. Well, we've got the same one for the first stage. There's also a dried out lake. Okay. Let's kill these lizards. Special ultimate ability needs a little bit of setup time, but it's very useful. And we've got the drone repair kit. Now if only we got some drones, then this would be very nice. I will remember that crate, hopefully. Okay. Got the kill with the ultimate ability and my cooldowns reset. Didn't get that one. I think I will also use the special ability just, well, the most right ability just for a huge damage boost if it's really isn't that necessary to get the cooldown reset. Let them get close, and I think I will open the chest on the right. Then I will proceed looking for the teleporter. Critical strike heals you. Now we only got to get a critical strike item. As you probably already know, there is fall damage in this game, but it's only at very large descents and really isn't that much of a deal. We've got the mysterious rhyme, more health regeneration. Always nice, but right now I would love some more damage. Or at least an injection, so we can increase our health pool. And the head stompers. Hurt enemies by falling. Yes, we have to fall onto them, so let's say it's situational. Got you. I really must get myself into the bandit's ability a little bit more. And there's the artifact of this stage, but Well, I already saw where it is and I know how to get to it, but we need a jetpack or a double jump. Otherwise, this won't work. Because there's a jump which is too high for us. And there's a teleporter. It's activated right away. Let's see what boss we get. Oh, the magma worm, the most annoying one. Basically, it will pop up on the screen where it will appear and then jumps out. And you have to get away. Otherwise you receive damage, just as I did right now. And I think I need to get out of here. We can't run away from the magma worm. Basically, that's why it's so annoying. Oh, and and I died, damn. Ugh. I'm not really good with this character, but well, let's try again. This was just a test run, let's say. I really need to work better with my last ability to reset the cooldown of the smoke grenade. Let's hope. No item for us. Hopefully the stream is now a little bit better. Okay, got that. Harm yourself to instantly kill an enemy. Well, that can be very useful. So many items, but I've got no money. Simon has got some buffering problems, as I see. As I'm reading this, well, for me it's the other way around. YouTube is much less buffering than Twitch. But if it's not running that well, maybe next time I can try to stream myself on Twitch, as I've got a Twitch account. It will be some time until the stream also uploads to YouTube, as I intend to gather my streams on YouTube as well. So let's activate the teleporter, and we've got the magma worm again. I really want a character with a teleport ability normally for this, or at least a state where we are much more powerful. So far, so good. Less than half HP left on him. Okay, critical strike chance for us. So if I'm not saying very much, but I want to beat this guy. Finally, and we've got the red whip, which is an okay item. It increases our movement speeds while we are out of combat. Sounds useless, but really it's not. As you can see right now, we are moving very fast and time is essential here. Reduce damage income by 14%, that's very good. Enemies remaining up there. I think there's also more boxes to the left. Hopefully we will get enough money. My upload bandwidth, well, it's not that amazing, but, well, I don't really know if that's the thing causing problems here or if it's just YouTube in general. Okay, got everyone. We've got the harvester's size again. I'm quickly looking if there's anything really nice up here. And there's another crate. Got the rusty jetpack to increase our jump height. Not enough money for that. Was there a chest? I don't remember exactly. No. Alright, then I think we will move on to the next stage. Better than last attempt, let's say. And again Sky Meadow. Really getting the same stages here. But I must say the other one is, well, it's really a lot larger and more difficult, as there are some enemy types in there, well, I don't really like. Stupid imp. Ah, no G. I really like the red whip here. Movement speed is very handy to get around this. And let's abuse our situation here. Good. See lots of crates. Teleporter's also up here. Let's get a random one. And again the bells ring, and with them a new difficulty level is reached. You out of the way. Alright. Let's farm a little bit more money for now. I really want to get some more crates and items. Get the ability refresh there. Let's get this chest. This was the item I was talking about earlier. Falling to low health stops time, which is very helpful, and I will activate the teleporter. We've got the ancient wisp again. Not a too bad boss. It can get very dangerous, but well, I dislike the magma worm more. As you already saw what that thing can do. These jellyfish and all these guys. Okay. Getting in some real problems here. Stupid jellyfish. Too much stuff. Soldier syringe. More attack speed. Got you. And well, let's wait for these jellyfish to appear. Come on. One enemy at a time. Let's try our luck once again. We've got no drones, I will stick with my item, but well, it's not the best. Instantly kill an enemy can be very good, but sacrificing the health without proper regeneration can be very dangerous. Took some damage there. Come on, just die already. Gasoline. Killing enemies sets the ground on fire. That's a very good item. Only common, but it can deal quite a surprising amount of damage. Yes, Simon, I will investigate this for the next stream a little bit more. My upload bandwidth should not be the worst, but not the greatest either. Definitely worth checking out. Okay, those guys are scary. All stacked up, and I got no easy ability to bring them down from above as they are too tiny. Also a lot of guys there. Shoots the golem from up here. Gasoline does work. That was not very healthy. Yeah. I'm waiting for my special ability to fire up again. Slowly wiggling them down. Okay. Let's use the shrine down there. Maybe get another item. Frost Relic. Killing enemies surrounds you with icicles. That's a very good one. Still, I kinda wish I gotten a good one as in my first one with the Huntress. Thallium is really doing the work. Okay, got you. And only the boss and his ads remaining. And it's spawning ads on top of me. Got him. Gah. I don't want to lose to this. Must be a better way. Maybe using my item, but I don't know if using that will also kill me. As it costs quite a bit of health. Okay. I need to move. Activate my invisibility. This costs too much time. Okay, now you die. Good. Oh. No! The time freeze was there and I wanted to pick up the item. But it was too small of a time frame to where they were frozen. Garg. Well. Let's look at the clock. Well, we can try one more one. I will wait another minute where you can maybe choose another character I can play with. Otherwise I will choose one. So we've got the Commando, long range, the Enforcer, more static, the Bandit you'd saw, the Huntress again, handy, big melee character, the Engineer with his tools, the Miner, the Sniper, Accurate with his poison type abilities, the Mercenary with his quick sword fighting, the Loader, another powerful melee character, and the Chef, which is, well, a bit special, but it's mostly ranged combat. Well, it is purely ranged combat to be exact. So I think I will drink a little bit and maybe wait a bit more for suggestions. I'll give it half a minute or so. Giga, I can do a little bit of Lemmings maybe afterwards, but I think after this run I will show off a few levels from Reunion 2, but not showing any solutions, just a few, let's say, panoramas. Well, Artie needs to get dinner soon, so I will simply start another one with a Commando, as it is a standard character. And maybe if some of you liked the game and want to get it by yourselves, you can see what the standard character is all about. Was the screensaver, or not screensaver, but the standby modus on my laptop has activated and I needed to touch the touchpad. Did I really say lemons? Lemons are very healthy. So do your lemons. Got another shrine there. And the teleporter already. And we've got the Sormarang. Well, pretty much self-explainable what it does. See if there's another crate up there. Oh, there's quite a lot of stuff. But first we need more money. Someone does quite a huge amount of damage. It's not a bad use item, it's actually a pretty decent one, but there are much better ones, as the spirit jar I had in the first run. What's that again? Fearing enemies, not that powerful. Let's get the sticky bombs. The commando roll ability makes you invincible, so before hitting onto the ground I try to activate it. Healing kills, that's very good. And we can use the shrine again. Gain gold over time. Well, there are better things. I often search for gold, but killing enemies is much better than this item. Got the Wandering Vagrant again. Quite a bit of damage. Keep moving. Here we've got a drone, but I tend to use, if I've got the money, I tend to use the crates more, because, oh, use items have a chance to have double effect. Well, that's good. And down he goes, killing enemies around you with icicles. Basically, the commando is all about getting away from the enemies and then fire your abilities to knock them back and dealing large amounts of damage. And if they come close to you, simply run away more or dive through them with your roll to avoid any damage. But yes, I think after this is done, I will show off some levels from Reunion 2, at least the landscape. No, that freezes enemies, but I like my Thornmerang. Knock them off the cliff so they are not as bunched up. You out of the way. Let's look at the top if there are more crates, but then we have to move on quickly. This imp shrine is not at a very good spot. Head Stomper. Soldier Syringe is very good. That was worth it. That's a tough one. I think I get the melee kit. After being hit, we receive a little heal. I'd love to pick up a war banner or something. Oh, an imp shrine at a very good position. Another frost relic. The bouncing brain is not that good. At least I like the sombering more. Ah, Flopsy is there. Hopefully the stream will be not as laggy for Flopsy as it is for some others. The imp did get all the way across, so I cannot get it in time. As I said, that was not the best position for the shrine to be in the first place. I think up there is another enemy I must get before advancing to the next stage. Yes, there's a golem. And there you saw the double effect from the item I collected earlier. And to the teleporter and to the next stage. Wasted quite a bit of time. And we've got the other stage, the damned caverns. As I said, I find this a lot more difficult than the other stage. Because of, for one, these guys, which are basically sniper creatures. You see the beams they create, that means they are aiming at you, and after a short while they release a shot which deals quite a bit of damage. Gah. Okay, this was dumb. This was very dumb. Need to get into a wider area. Less laggy than Artie's, okay. I consider that at least something. Right, when he aims at me, I try to interrupt him. It's one of my abilities. Mobius is here as well. These dudes deal too much damage. And we've got the teddy bear again, reducing the damage we take a little bit. See that crate. Can't quite get to it. I think I need another item to be able to reach it. And these are the other enemies, which are very annoying. These little fungi, if they come close to you, they release a cloud of poison and deal heavy damage in that area then. They are also a pest. Oh yes! The missile MK2. This means on every well, we have let's say we've got a chance on each attack to release some missiles, which are automatically seeking out enemies, like that. A very good item, because you don't have to do anything more and you get nice free extra damage. Failed the shrine. I think there's the artifact. And I cannot reach it. I need a jetpack or a double jump or something to reach it. And there you see the mushroom cloud. You all out of the way. Okay. I think I will move now to the teleporter. Snipers are annoying. Why I don't like them, Giga? Because they have caused so many deaths. If you are in that cloud one time, you receive so much damage. I think they were even nerfed at some point, because on death they drop another cloud, and that made them even more annoying. And we are now onto the hard difficulty. Okay, now it's becoming too crowded down there. It scares them up. Okay, this was a huge strike. All these lizards coming from down below. And more fungi. Miss the saw. Out of here, but I think we've got this area cleared. Now onto the boss. Well, that hurt. Down you go, but... Oh, we've got the feather. So we have now the ability to double jump. Got some more enemies left up there, but right now I want to get down and get the remaining crates. I saw them earlier. They had to leave the area due to too much enemies on a too tiny space. Let's get more sticky bombs. And the rusty jetpack. We might be even able to get the artifact on the top right side. Let's at least try it. Also, we can scout around for more crates. Snake Eyes. Not that powerful item. I think with one rusty jetpack and the double jump we really have a chance of getting to the artifact here. There's a monster tooth. Okay. And another sprouting egg. Okay. Wasn't that bad. And the 46 relief clover. Good, good. No, we cannot get up there. Wait, maybe we can take a shortcut. Yes! Double jump is awesome. But I really often forget to use it, as I'm used to the single jump here. Okay, let's try it. Gah! Okay, one more time, but I think it's still not enough. I need a triple jump or more rusty jetpacks. And yes, you can get triple or quadro jump by simply collecting more of these feathers. And I'm also unlucky. Gah! Okay, I need to go. Seems like another rusty jetpack is needed there. Giga is still having problems. Maybe try setting down the quality of the stream by clicking on the gear. This sometimes works for me if I have problem with a video or stream. Okay. Good. I will get that quiet on the right. And then leave. That item is not that good. As I recall. Stick with the Sormarang. Alright, third stage. Frozen Tundra. So we've got another one we haven't visited yet. And already enemies are spawning. Sorry. Containers. Still not enough to buy something. Ugh, another one of those guys who shoots missiles. Let's abuse our situation a little bit. It was quite a lot of money. Okay, spawning right next to me is not nice. And now Clayman arrived. This is getting ugly. Sommering doing work. Another soldier syringe. Okay, I need to leave this area. This is getting way too hectic here. This container dives through the enemies. I think the teleporter is way up in the top part. Got the ukulele again. More shock damage. Gah. Use the rope. This map is basically a huge crater. You have to get up on the sides. Shackles, slow enemies, it's very good. Let's get further up. The stage can get very dangerous, so I would like to get to the teleporter as fast as I can. There it is. And the Colossus. He's manageable. You little guys are the things I worry about here. Missile launcher making very good work. Not enough money yet. Okay, you things are annoying. And we got the infusion, yes! And these things are fast and the snow is slowing me down. Ooh. Another Colossus spawned, yay! Still remaining enemies, no problem, there are so few left. Oh, and that was very unhealthy, let's say. And I died. Dang it. Not fast enough. I think it would have been better if I went down again instead of going through the snow. It really slows you down, and that is, I think, one of the most intrigued part of the stage. The snow area is very good if you can kite the enemies, but if you are too slow, then yeah, well, you saw what happened. This little mechanical spider killed me. So, well, let's see, I wait for the chat. do you want to see another one of Risk of Rain, or shall I present some of my levels from Reunion 2? Not showing any solutions, just some pictures. They are also still with no special music selected. That will be the last part. Got 1 volt for Lemmings from Giga. The art gallery, yes. Well, Mobius flops, yeah, I will want to hear your opinion as well here. Not, I'm waiting, well, 1 more minute and then I will do what the majority said. If they even heard me and YouTube is not fucking up the stream again. Hopefully it's just only YouTube's fault and not the quality of my upload speed. Yes, just a minute. But a few more seconds. Okay, then I think we will show off some levels. Let me quickly start up the editor. Get the windows aligned. Okay. Now I need to switch up the windows. This should work. All right. Yes, you should now see the NeoLemmix editor. And let's open up some levels. Alright, let me quickly get through them and see if there are few ones that are very highly worth showing. Let's begin with a huge one. This is a little bit related to StarCraft. This level is called Construct Additional Pylons, as a reference to, well, the Protoss race of StarCraft, where you have to build pylons to increase your population count, and it always will remind you if you've got not enough pylons, so you have to construct additional pylons. So I made a level with representing the main building of the Protoss race in the middle, called the Nexus. And, well, I did not build full pylons here, but let's say pylon crystals, where essential pickup skills are located. This is one of the, I think it's nearly the only really builder heavy level right now. So you've got all these. Let's jump right into the level. So you've got the entrances all around. And you've got 2 bashers to start with, to release 2 of the hatches. You've got 3, 6 bashers and 2 diggers in the pylons, so you've got enough skills to release all lemmings at the sides using the basher, to dig these guys out, and to dig into the exit, because you have to dig through this inner crystal or pylon layer to get into the exit. There's also one floater which will be necessary. And as you see, you've got a lot of building tools, but, well, you have to be a little bit careful how you use them. But as I said, this is probably the only really builder-heavy level currently. But even though I'm not a big fan of builder-heavy levels, I must say, if there's 1 or 2 or just a few in a pack, it's alright. At least for me. And it's not that dumb. Because you have to really think hard here. Then, what have we got now to show off? Let's show off Biolab level. That one is not that huge. I've built quite a few vertical levels, and this one is one of those. It's only 1 screen wide, and I think 2 or 2.5 screens low. Oh, I see Mobius. Well, I was asking, as I was already streaming for a good 1.5 hour Whisk of Rain, if we shall do something else, and ask it to vote for something, and Giga voted for some lemmings, and so I decided to show off some levels from Reunion 2 I made. Not showing any solutions, only explaining what I had in mind, and yes, basically the layout of the level. So this one is all about using floaters, climbers and swimmers to prepare a path, while also be forced to letting the group be in your neck all the time. It starts really slow by having this floater, which this pickup skill marks, and, well, the crowd will come out very quickly with a 99 release rate. But then you have to prepare the way, and as you see, they will fall into the water right away. So we have to build a little platform and try to get them out. And, well, there are some really nasty things in their way, like this dead drop, or this drop into the water, and also this gap which above a trap, which needs to be plugged. Also, this is splat height, so you have to find a way to make that lower. So, next up, let me see. Another Hard for Flopsy 2 level. It's not about the release rate and so, it's about updrafts and gliders. Yes, Flopsy's very favorite thing. All the lemmings coming out here are gliders, and they will glide along a path. This up against here, against the wall, and up into the water. So you have to find ways using cloners and a few other skills to prepare the path for the gliding crowd, as there's no real way to contain them. Or you would have to use both stoners, and well, good luck finishing the level without the stoners. So yes, there's this little thing hindering you. And yes, quite a lot of things. Flopsy will have a very hard time here. It's not the most difficult level, it's basically around difficulty levels, I think early 3. But yes, as Flopsy loves gliders and updrafts, I think he will have some problems here. Then a level I made recently. This level is called Crawler, because, well, the name doesn't make any sense if you don't know the backstory. I was searching for some music again and found some from a very old German Boulder Dash clone or Boulder Dash like game, which has very good music in my mind, so I searched for it. Nothing about the game at all on YouTube. Nothing apart from 4 screenshots and the cheat codes for the game anywhere on the internet. If you typed in the name of the game, which was Bernie Boulder, you would only get results of Bernie Sanders, and even if you put that in quotes, well, there was these 2 hits which were the cheat codes and yes, the 4 screenshots of the level. And so I installed the game again for my old CD I've got here. The game isn't working on modern systems, sadly. But I could extract the music from it. And, well, now I have the soundtrack. And also I remembered a level on which I spent a very large time. It was also a space level, as this game has also a space theme, it has a forest theme, it has an ice theme, and it's got a mine theme. So I've got some music to work with. And this was the space level, basically the standard layout. It had some slime. Well, if you remembered Boulder Dash, slime was basically, it was spreading out, and if it was contained, it will turn into diamonds. Basically, where these not rectangles, these diagonal fields here are, were these slime pits, and there were a lot of boulders and well, let's say nearly closed up area with the exit down to the bottom right. And the area to the bottom left was pretty open with only a few stones. So I recreated the basic shape, shape of that level, and well, created a lemming level around it. Yes, and it ended up, I think, pretty hard. So I put it in the last difficulty. But yes, that's the level. It's all about controlling the group at the start. Because they will walk to immediate death here, and also if they turn around, if you try to stall them. This is also a dead drop unless you dig there, which might have something to do, hint. Also, there are very well, let's say passages which the main crowd will need help. They will drop dead here or simply go to these 3 traps, and you have to collect that disarmor to get to the exit. So, looking at the chat. The beginning, G of Lems. Need to look up that again. Not seeing it before my eyes right now. Let's try this one. Where is it? There. This is another shadow level. It's basically, yes, as the level name is Tower of Darkness. Basically a tower. You start at the bottom, have only 20 lemmings and can lose 2. Hint, 2 bombers, which are probably meant to be used. And you have a lot to do here with, let's jump a bit into it, with stackers and, well, a few walkers, also stackers and climbers mostly. I think are the main key to this level. You have to make your way up here and then get to this area where you don't have a really obvious way to get up. So you have to be creative here and get to the upper part here. And yes, I'm thinking about placing this in the 4th or 5th difficulty. So, let's see again. What would be good to show off as well? Let's show this one. Okay, now I catch the stream status at the top left corner. Now it is green again. That the status of the stream is good. But for a few seconds I caught it in the red zone, meaning that my upload speed isn't good enough. Well, I keep an eye on that, and if it seems to be not that good for Risk of Rain, but maybe for showing off or playing Lemmings it will be alright. Let's see. I keep an eye on that, and also you can keep me updated about your status, so I can at least hopefully get the feedback that Lemmings is alright to show off. Lemmings Reunion. Well, maybe I'm renaming the pack. Could be. The name is not set in stone. I simply called it Reunion 2 for now. But if I think of a brilliant idea, I might change it. So let's jump a little bit into that. Right now the stream status is always in the green state, for me at least, so I think Lemming should be alright. I didn't always check it in while looking at the chat in Risk of Rain. But, well, hopefully at least the YouTube video will be alright. So, we've got 2 groups here and the exit in the top right corner. And, well, you've got not that much skills here. Especially the digging tools are very limited. Also, there are traps here, so you can simply, well, cheat your way through the bottom here. We've got 2 climbers and 2 gliders, which will be key. Also, these guys up to the left. They can't build their way to the top right part, which they will need to go. Also, going down here and building up is too expensive. So they need some help. And yes, once they are at the upper part, you only probably need 1 builder here. And 1 or 2 digging tools in this area. But getting the crowds to the upper part will be the main thing here. So let's see, what else do we got? Maybe this one. A polar level for once. The climbing of the Zugspitze. Zugspitze, the Zugspitze is a mountain in southern Germany. I think it's also partly in Austria. Wait, I see another message. My favorite graphic set to work with. It depends actually. I've get an idea for a level, and then I simply see the best graphic set, or a good graphic set in my opinion, to create it. And when I create a level for in a certain tile set, it gets a little bit more on my favorite side. And if I've got a lot of ideas which I see, oh, this tile set would be very good for it, then it moves up my rank, let's say. But right now, I think I often call myself having ideas for space levels, also dune levels, because I made the tile set extra, let's say, adaptable with a lot of different tiles and shapes. Space and Biolab. Biolab is maybe more, let's say, steel heavy, but you can work very well with this. Also medieval. Yes, I think I also pointed out medieval in the one forum game where we were asked about our favorite tile sets, and I mentioned that. So we start at the bottom, and yes, we must climb our way to the top. And the difficult part here is the lack of destructive skills. You will need one more, and you have to find a way to, well, let's say, use them in a efficient manner, so you don't have to need that extra destructive skills. Also, this part, you can already see it's no real secret that a climber needs to get up here and glide down. But if you simply assign the glider while climbing, it will directly glide into the trap. So you have to assign it a little bit later. That means this edge here can only be used once for the climber and climber glider athlete. So he shouldn't get to the bottom again and climb back up, because then he lands right into the trap and you have to save every lemming. Got some new messages. Yes, Artie, I'm doing that as well. As per rank, I only use 1 or 2 levels of one tile set, so that means I'm forced to deal with a lot of different tile sets. What were we showing off? Maybe this one. This is another rank 5 level. So, well, let's get into it. Deviate, and that's the name of the game. Actually, I will start this up. I turned off. Excuse me. I turned off sound and music while working in the editor. It's not needed here. As you see, 99 release rate. They are going to 2 sides, and well, it can be called a hard for Flopsy level, because you need to save everyone, and if not touched, they will walk into, well, let's say, the evil eyes here. The main thing the main gimmick of this level is that you have a few specialists here. You have 3 gliders, a disarmor, a floater, and a swimmer. Especially the disarmor and the swimmer will be very essential. The disarmor because, well, it gets rid of these evil eyes here. And the swimmer because it can reach areas where a platform will be needed. And you have to prepare the way, like this one. If a crowd is up here, they cannot build over this gap. They need one guy to get down here. Well, this is actually more a case for the glider. But let's say here. They can patch up the gap. You need one swimmer or maybe a glider again to patch this up. So this specialist needs to go on on a lot of different places on the map. They need to cross the whole map. Yes, they basically need to get across the whole map. And you've got only 2 minutes and 35 seconds. I think it was 2:40. This level initially had no time limit, but I discovered quite a few back routes, but they were all slower than the initial than the intended solution. Because they didn't get the lemmings as far across the map as I wanted to. And if they get across the map and, well, walk more, the crowd itself is actually a lot faster. So you have to keep going here. And as I said, this will be probably a rank 5 level, and well, I expect there are a few more backwards. But yes, I think the most, well, let's say, horrible ones I gotten out with the time limit. Yes, time limit, Artie. It's very good here. Level that uses only bashes. That can be right. Let's see. Let's show off this one. This is a standard pillar level. It's called Links 2. Wait. Let's not mix up German and English here. Let's pronounce it in proper German. Links 2, Links 2, Links 2, 3, 4, which is translated to left 2, left 2, left 2, 3, 4, which is basically a German way of getting one German way, or of getting a march going. So everyone, well, steps in line, let's say. And the main thing about this level is we've got 400 lemmings. Yes, that's right, 400 lemmings. And you need to save 230 of them. So you can lose 170 lemmings. And you've got 4 minutes and 5 seconds time. Now the time limit here is the special part. The time limit is basically set if you go the intended route, then the last lemming will reach the exit with 1 second left on the clock. And yes, so no stalling here, you need to keep on going. And let's see some lemmings walking. So they obviously will go into hazards. And you've got 12 swimmers here as well. These will be needed. So you've got a lot of different hazards. Only swimmers can cross here. This other part is covered up by spikes. Also, if you go out to the left, the spike will get you. Then there's this gap, there's a deadly drop. There are a lot of traps. And also the last part, which is a dead drop. So you need to be very efficient here. The intended solution basically saves 235 lemmings, and it's very I think, near to perfect, the solution. So there is a little of leeway here for 5 additional lemmings, but yes, this will probably be another rank 5 level. Let's see what we got. I think I need to show up a few easy levels. This one is easier. It's not no, this is a one screener. So you've basically got the hatch up here and the exit down here, and it's not a one of everything level, as you need 2 climbers. And if you simply choose the obvious path, you go here, stock here, and there is the dragon, and you cannot lose a lemming. Looking at the chat, you made impossible to 100%. Yes, if you mean the last pillar level, yes, it's impossible to 100% this 400 lemming level. These 170 deaths, they will happen. There's no way around losing a lot of lemmings there. At least I will be very, let's say, impressed if you manage to do it with a lot less losses. But then it's probably a backward. So yes, if you turn around here, there's no way of keeping them walking into the dragon, which will be a lose for you. But also you cannot simply drop down here, because you will land right into the water. So you have to think a little bit and come with a plan that will work and prevent those lemmings from getting into the dragon's lair. I think let's show another dune level. This is the X of everything level, named Under Construction. I simply had in mind creating a base here, like in the Dune 2000 series. Artie, try your luck if you get to rank 5. Well, you can simply choose the level when it comes to this directly from the level select, but first you have to complete it, let's say. And also, there will be a little bit of testing be done in the far future. Do you not know? I'm not that pun heavy. Believe it. So yes, I simply had in mind creating a base here with, well, here's a silo, a refinery, construction yard, a turret, and you have to get to the starport by, well, activating all these buttons, or as Flopsy would say, wafflems. And yes, other than that, it is an X of everything level, but it's not that trivial. You have to think a little bit. It is, I think, possible with most skills being restricted to only 5, but I've chosen to make it a bit easier and give simply 10 of everything. But you cannot be that wasteful with your stuff. So, look. Thinking of a tile set that we haven't had yet. Maybe this one. Nice outdoor level. So basically the thing here is, again, you have too few destructive skills and you have to come up with ways to make up for that. You've got only one digger, one miner, one basher and an exploder. And yes, there are quite a few obstacles here. It's called Speak Through the Flower, as, well, there are flowers in the things and you probably need to get through the flowers. Yes, a few tricks involved here, but I would call this medium to maybe medium high difficulty. It depends if you see the trick involved here right at the start. Maybe show up another fire level. It's called, oh, it's irresistible, because you need that basher in the middle. It's unresistible, but getting to it without, well, sacrificing too much skills will be the thing here. I'm looking at the chat right now. Dang, my outdoor level looks like you can't make a bad looking outdoor level, Artie. You have to do it like Fish the Killer if it should look really, well, let's say special. But normally everything you do in the outdoor tile set is, well, it's just good. It's a very good tile set. Your best nightmare on outdoor level. Well, the name is not that fitting for an outdoor level. Well, I haven't seen yours yet, Artie, so let's wait with that statement. But yes, the main thing here is you have to get this irresistible basher. But the two bridges for here and here, well, first the lemmings will come out and you have to store them. But if you place a blocker here, they will walk into the fire, which leads to the next problem. You need another builder here. But even with pickups, there are only two builders. So you must think, where can I spare a builder? Are there better ways? And yes, get this irresistible basher. There are basically two solutions to this, but as I investigated them a bit more, they are both very similar. They are just doing one thing at different times. So yes, if you get that basher, you can bash to the exit, but yes, you can only lose two lemmings, and you've got two bombers. What will happen to them? I actually don't really have much. No, I don't think I have mixed levels at all. I want to keep it pure. If you get the reference in before, your best nightmare and auto level. Maybe. What are you trying to call out? Maybe here from Undertale Sans. Flowers are blooming on days like these. But yes, I think I will think about other things first, let's say. Let's open this. Yes. Highland level. Being high and seeing double. Because it's one of an easier level with cloners involved. And also flowers. So you've got to get some value out of the cloner here. Also, you need to get to the exit by bashing through here, so the basher will be already be occupied. But you've got two bashers here as well. Maybe it will be worth it to get to them. But yes, this will be your problem. As you also need to be creative with how the groups need to be contained here. They cannot walk freely around. And yes. Let's open this one. This level is called You Gotta Party Hardy. I was tempted to do an arty behind that. You gotta party hardy arty, but I didn't think it was that necessary to continue the rhyme. So the main thing here is to get the group down and also to get one lemming ahead. This fall basically is meant to be this high that you cannot simply use the stoner to drop down. And that updraft here is for a reason, and there's also a reason these pickup skills are involved here. I basically covered up a lot of backwoods in advance by placing some good position pickup skills. And yes, and this is probably one of the more difficult levels as well, as you really got to be creative in how to get down and also how to get one lemming ahead to the right, to the left, and prepare the way. So you cannot simply platform over here, you only got platformers. So yes, and also you can only lose 3 lemmings. And with a stoner and a block and an exploder in here, well, you need to find some ways to release that blockers. So let's see. I think we haven't gotten Egyptian level yet. Let's take this one. So this level is called Tomb of IchoTolot. Well, let's see again. IchoTolot. So basically the name idea came from when Simon and Geo visited my place and they made this post about Lemdiana Jones and the Susuk pan of deliciousness or something. And yes, they called my place the temple of an old god IchoTolot. And I simply used that name for a few Egyptian levels in that way. So both groups are at the top, and we've got a long way to fall down. But yes, you need to find ways to ease that fall, and as you can see, you've got quite a lot of stackers. I see the stream is in a wet state. I think I will wait a few seconds, maybe it will normalize again. It was green nearly the whole time. But right now it's making problems. YouTube. Or is it my internet connection? Well, now it's green again. At least it's displayed for me as green again. So I should be back online. So, but what we're saying, yes, you have this long drop here, and you need to find ways to use your stackers given to ease the fall and advance through the labyrinth here. This is not really a level in where you have a huge crowd which you have to prepare multiple things. You basically have, yes, only 2 floaters and you have to work with these 2 guys. Currently there are no zombies. It's not really planned to have zombie levels, but never say never, let's say. There's also this level. It's called 3791980. This is a reference to the outdoor level number 9, I think, which was also a random number. And Simon and I assumed that it was the telephone number for the local pizza service. So I made a level with the local number of my pizza service without the preset numbers for the region and so. As in the other level, this level is made mostly out of the ranks here. I think they're called ranks. I think so. And yes, it's a one of everything level where you can use 2 lemmings, have a 2-minute time limit. No, not Icho's phone number, Artie. But, well, if you find out my region and the regional numbers to place before that, you can order some pizza at my local pizza Bringdienst. What's it called? Pizza service, simply. Switched into German there. Lemmings Reunion, you mean with zombies? Do they deliver to America? No, sadly not. Only regional. Also, this pizza service is this near. I simply go and get my pizza by myself, because if I show up in person and simply take the pizza with me, I get a free drink. So, free drink, and I'm not too lazy to walk a few meters. It's basically, I think, 100, 200 meters away. I don't know what it is in inches. I am not really familiar with imperial units. And also in my science classes I always used meters. I have no idea about inches, foot, and miles. I think a mile is about 1.6 kilometers. Well, let's show up of this. This is a huge and difficult dune level. Hopefully difficult. We've got one hatch at the left and the right. And they need to get down to this level. This is the only way out. And then they have to get up to the exit. There are no buttons to press here, just simply get to the exit. But let's say it will be very difficult to do so. It's called Rise of the Harkonnen. because of the music I want to use for this level, and also I placed the Hakonan symbols around here with the huge symbol simply being the center of the level, and key to this using it right is to the solution. So yes, and also there are two pickup builders up here. Pickup skills because, well, yes, backwoods are a thing. I think I will show off one or two more, and then I think I will close the stream for today. So, this level is called Totally Stoned. You've got very limited skills, and there's the exit. Yes, and you will have a problem to get the lemmings down. The left side is very easy, but you will need your builders here at this water pits. And there's another thing where you might want to use another builder, I don't know. Maybe you find a better way to bring them down. Also, this top part could be very useful, but, well, you cannot simply build across. You would need a lemming on the other side. Well, it's only one stoner, but it has a huge effect in here, let's say. It's this one. I also got a few circuit levels. This level is called Dynamic Circuit. I created this level back in the days where Warflame was still called Dynalem. And so, because I found the trick while testing one of his levels, I referenced him in the level name, and even though he changed his name, I still kept it in. So yes, there are a lot of locked exits around this area, and a lot of, well, maybe not a lot, but quite a few buttons. And well, no builders, no constructive skills at all. You have to deal with what you've got here. A few destructive skills, walkers, blockers, and, most importantly, climbers. You have to get them across the map efficiently and, yes, get to the buttons. Dark gray highland lumps, rocks or clouds. What do you mean with dark gray clumps? Let's bring up the level again. Above the exit, maybe. This is simply rocks. These clumps, well, these are clouds. Flopsy uses them as terrain often, but they are meant to be clouds. This maybe shows one more. Menace level for once. And another vertical. 15 lemmings, you have to save everyone, but a low release rate. This level is all about getting down. as it's called Spectacular Drop, as a little reference to one of Mobius level, I think, need to get the name right. Nebulacular Drop, I think. Well, maybe not really, but yes. it reference to that level. So you've got some snake traps here. There, another fire trap. And you've got the 2 exits down there. Nabacular drop. Ah, close enough. And yes, getting down here is the biggest problem, as the only way to contain the lemmings would be the stacker, but, well, you've got only the, well, maybe another stacker in combination with a walker or a platformer to get them out. But maybe you will need those platformers in other parts, and maybe containing the crowd is not the best idea here. Yes, chat is heating up a little bit. Well, can't end here. I think I simply show off a few more levels. It really doesn't spoil anything big for the pack, as you don't see solutions at all, and it should only make you more hooked, let's say. Another easy one. Get to the minimap again. Minimap not working? Now it's working. Okay, it went black there for a moment. Maybe a little bug. Don't really know what caused them. Well, I will keep an eye on that, and if I encounter it again, I may make a bug thread when I know what was causing that. So, it's called Symphony of the Night. It has a hatch in each corner. And yes, need to get to the middle. I've got 6 of everything except builders. There you have 8. You will need all 8 builders, most likely. At least my solution uses it. But it's basically a level where you have quite a few ways of doing it. You have to save everyone though. And as it's 4 hatches, the release rate is a bit higher. It will be probably at the end or near the end of the first rank. As it's not that easy, but it's also not really difficult. We don't had a beach level yet. This one. It's called On the Sunny Side of Life. You've got 14 lemmings, 2 minutes, and the top group will be floaters from the get-go. Got 1 disarmor, a few destructive skills, and quite a few diggers as part of it. As the guys with the floaters on the top need to help and, well, enable some multitasking down here. As you only have 2 minutes. If it weren't for one little lemming, it would be 1.5 minutes, but, well, he needs to make a little extra too, and I don't want to give any extra skills just for him turning around. And yes, you have to make your way quickly through here and use the fact that you've got 7 lemmings at the top to be able to do different things around the map. It seems like Artie got an idea for a level. Let's see. This one. This is a medieval level called My Little Lemagotchi. It has a lot of pickup skills and you only start with 2 skills, a digger and a floater. So the top guy nearly has no pickup skills. So the bottom guy needs to feed his Lemagotchi at the top to, well, prevent him from dying and also make him advance through the level, as he will need the help of the Lemagotchi at the end, as he is a big one-way wall. So there are quite a few pickup skills here, and well, this level involves some timing, clever passing, and well, also clever use of skills, but it's not that difficult. It's probably second to third difficulty rank. Also, this level probably not needs to be as big as it's presented here, but as you already know, if I am into some decorational stuff like this end pass here, I simply go for it, even though it makes the level a whole screen wider. Yes, you saw the next evolution of Lem. Oh, this is quite a good one, and I will let this run for a little bit. This is called the Circular Lemming Reactor, and it uses a 32 release rate. Why 32? Because at this rate the teleporters will keep on getting every lemming inside of them. If it would be any higher, then lemmings would get through. And they will keep around circling here, but as you see, there's overload here. So lemmings will get through and into the next circle. And as we continue on, we've got 24 lemmings and each circle can hold up to 8 lemmings. So the end result will be, we've got 3 circles with 8 lemmings stuck in an endless loop. As you can see, there's 1 teleporter left, and this will get 1, maybe more lemmings out. And you see these little escape pods at the bottom, and you've got diggers, but you need to pluck a little bit here. This is also an easy level, or fit for the first rank. You've got the teleport sound. Seems my sound is a little bit bugged at the moment. I didn't hear the sound in Neolemmix. Maybe because of some stream stuff, let's say. Maybe I could make a tileset update in the future. Maybe combine this with the coming format change and change the teleporter sound to the Martian one in Lemmings Plus 2 or 3. Well, one of them. This sound is not as loud and well, let's say it's better to the ears. Not beware of the overload on steroids. It's a lot easier than that level, believe me. It's a lot easier. And where we are teleporters, we have Space Station GE00, also called Space Station Geo, because I've got the inspiration from one of Geo's levels. Also, you see the release rate 32 again, and at that rate, the teleporter will not be overloaded, as it leads right into the exit. So the main goal here is to don't get the lemmings clumped up. And, well, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6 builders need to be at the far right. And to get a safe place here, well, you will have to use too much builders. So, oh, that was my charging cable for my laptop falling down. Well, yes. Do not get clumped up lemmings here. This will be the main problem, as everyone needs to get into the exit. Well, in German it's called Geo. In English it's probably called Geo. But given the fact that Geo comes from Germany, I assume it's Geo. I think as Giga went away, I will show off one more and then I think I will end the stream. What to show off, what to show off. Let's go for one more huge level. This one is called Double Vortex, and it's one of my most, well, one of my biggest levels. The size is 528 times 656, and you've got basically 2 hatches at the start. Let's load me in here. 2 hatches, and you've got an athlete here, which is a swimmer and a climber, and an athlete down here, which is a climber and a disarmer. You've got a very high number of walkers and blockers, as these are basically my way of saying, okay, these skills will be not that the main focus of the game, and I won't let you lose if some lemmings go to the wrong way or you simply need some to turn around. And why it's called Double Vortex, you see these 2 lanes. The gimmick here is that the one lane will pick up the skills the other lane needs. And they both go side by side around the level. To the left and up again. And then go deeper and deeper until they meet up here and combine at the last part to the exit. We've got 20 lemmings and need to save 22, so there will be 2 cloners involved. But basically, the level isn't easy by far, but I would call this medium difficulty because, well, as I already said, the gimmick here is that one lane picks up the skills the other lane needs, and that shall give you, well, enough hints on how to do this. As you go along, you will see that it's for the most part, very clear where the skills have to go. So, But I think I will end the stream here. I hope the quality went up in the end. I'm seeing mostly a green light here on my laptop, as it should stand for good quality. Really needed to pay more attention at it while playing Risk of Rain, because I expect the Steam quality to drop into the red zone for quite a few times there. But maybe if I make another stream, I will play a round of Risk of Rain again, I think, and then simply see if it drops down into the red zone. Skips and missing words. Well, hopefully the video that will be uploaded won't contain these. It hasn't really changed. Well, at least I've got a green light here, but I don't really know if it's YouTube or just my internet connection. Well, hopefully you will be able to see the stream summary afterwards, and well, then have pretty much normal video quality there. Oh, mainstream Lemmings, that's a yes. I think I will have time. Maybe on Saturday I will watching or make a DVD evening, but as you stream very late for me always, I think I will be able to join. Chattings. Yes, I already set it specifically to YouTube, and I could choose between the YouTube primary server and the backup server, but I don't know if this will change much. Well, I will look at the video afterwards, and hopefully there won't be any skips or so. Also, I saved the raw data of the stream, so I have the possibility of upload that if the stream automatical upload is in a very bad quality. But yes, I hope you enjoyed it, and I might do another one, maybe playing some more Lemmings, and maybe I will even play a little bit of Age of Empires or Command Conquer if anyone is interested in real-time strategy games. Well, as I have you right here now, would you be interested in seeing some real-time strategy games in the future, like Command and Conquer, Age of Empires? Could maybe even play some online games. There will be probably a few streams where I will simply play a little bit of Lemmings or so. Or maybe another round of Risk of Rain. Not a huge fan, okay. Well, maybe then I will make a stream with different games where I will play just a little bit of real-time strategy and then switch it up a little bit. Maybe make one round Risk of Rain, then play one round of a strategy game and then switch up to Lemmings. So there will be something for everyone. But basically, I think I will make a post if the time comes and ask around what people want to see and make some suggestions. And yes, hopefully the video will be in a good quality of the stream. And yeah, I think I will see you next time, or I will stay in the IRC chat afterwards if you've got some more questions or things to talk about. But yes, this was the stream. I wish you a nice evening, and well, it's 2 a.m. for me. I won't stay up that long, I think, maybe another hour or so. But yes, have a nice evening, good night, and hopefully until the next stream.